The curse of the ladette is spreading through our towns and cities like a rash, and it's going to take something radical to stop it in its tracks. A month ago, we brought 8 of Britain's most notorious ladettes to Eggleston Hall, a former finishing school that we've reopened to cure these girls of their shameless affliction.
Thank you for inviting us to this lovely event.
Thank you.
It's been a rocky road all the way.
Do you realise what you have done through your own stupidity?
And one by one, the ladettes found the teaching methods and discipline too hard to stomach.
I'm not so shit-faced.
What I'm trying to do is teach you.
You bore me to tears, Miss Brewer.
And by the wayside, they fell.
Your time at Eggleston Hall is up.
But 3 have survived to make it to the final week. They must overcome tension.
Why do you always get so rude and aggressive? Why do you always get so rude and aggressive?
And tears.
My hair's just massive. It looks like I've stuck my thumb in my mouth and blew my head up.
Their prize is the lavish graduation ceremony, where one of them will emerge victorious.
She's fabulous breeding stock.
It is now time to reveal the winner of Ladette to Lady.
The ladettes come down to breakfast at the start of their final week and find the most important invitation of all, to their own graduation ceremony.
Welcome to Diploma Day at Eggleston Hall Finishing School for young ladies. Today marks the end of a rigorous 5-week curriculum. Today we present to you the girls we are proud to call Eggleston graduates.
While the girls digest their breakfast, Vice Principal and cookery teacher Rosemary Schrager spells out the serious business of what lies ahead.
What's interesting in this last week is it becomes very competitive individually. And as the week goes on, it gets more tense and more tense. It's fabulous, because who knows who's going to win?
The final week brings a curriculum with an onslaught of activity.
Bell ringing, dance, dinner with teachers.
Everything will be assessed, and all lessons lead towards the graduation ceremony.
Gown and dancing for the ball as well.
Their behaviour will also be monitored outside the classroom, something school principal Jill Harbord sees as a vital part of the final week.
They must realise that they are being observed. And this is something that is all important, because you don't put on a coat and say, I'm a lady now. Because whether the coat is on or off, you've got to be a lady.
Hello, girls. Hello.
For these ladies in waiting, it's a ball gown and not a coat that they will be wearing at the graduation ceremony. Etiquette teacher Liz Brewer has come up to supervise the fitting with couture designer Eric Way.
We've got to, at what I always consider the crowning moment of this entire process.
The ceremony itself is going to be based on the Queen Charlotte's Ball, started by King George III in the 18th century, which was still one of the major events of the London calendar for debutantes in the 1950s. It was the gowns worn that set it apart from all other balls.
The reason they had the white dresses were because, in fact, these girls were now going to be launched into society as virgins. So you, of course, will be wearing white dresses.
Shall we start with Louise? Here she comes.
That's really nice. How wonderful.
Cool, and then just face me.
When Louise isn't putting clothes on, the 21-year-old glamour model from Liverpool is usually taking them off.
I think Mrs. Harbord would probably have a heart attack if she was here today.
Mrs. Harbord kicked her out for fighting last term, but in spite of some reservations...
Would a lady actually show her body to the public?
She has welcomed her back, in the hope that Louise can finally discover the lady within.
Well done.
But with a serious lapse of judgment at Clifton...
There was no nipples, no one seen my breasts.
I would hope there wasn't.
She's still fighting on all fronts.
Do not be rude to me.
Don't be rude to me. I think secretly everybody wants to win. I'll still win. I'm only joking.
But Louise is not going to have it all her own way.
It is absolutely beautiful. It's a totally new Holly.
Okay.
How does it make you feel inside?
Like a lady, you look beautiful, Holly.
I would never have imagined when they first arrived that here we'd be today. And there they are looking stunning, elegant, presentable. I mean, I'm actually really proud of them.
Dance is the first formal lesson of the week with instructor Vanessa Hooper, who's brought in a professional partner for the day.
We're hoping to have something swirling and elegant to make a grand entrance on Saturday.
They must perform a waltz at the graduation ceremony, and it comes easier to some than others.
Contra promenade to finish. Fabulous.
For Holly, it proves a dance step too far, and her frustration is immediately apparent.
I ain't doing no waltz.
Holly usually tries out her dance steps on the pool table at her local in Basildon. And since entering Eggleston Hall, the 21-year-old tiny tearaway from Essex has been the main tormentor of Mrs. Harbord and Mrs. Schrager.
You're going on too much. You've overdone it. You've overdone it.
Excuse me, Holly, just pipe down. Holly!
That is incredibly insolent.
But she's also shown what she can achieve when she puts her mind to it.
I was very proud of you. You managed to control your drinking.
I never thought I'd been in the blatant final. Someone up there loves me, I tell ya. Because I don't know I've made it this far.
Although the pressure is clearly starting to get to her.
But this is all going to our assessment and I just can't do it. And that's what's getting me wound up.
Will you stop it?
I feel like I messed it up, but I just wish I didn't now. I wish I'd just gone, look, I'm finding it hard and then just got on with it, do you know what I mean?
The week brings further preparation for the graduation ceremony with lessons in deportment, requiring improvised gowns.
Don't move until you know your foot is free to walk. And if I said stop, could you hold that position with your leg up?
And elocution teacher Caroline Sherwood-Roberts presents them with what will be the toughest test of their speaking ability yet.
Part of your diploma is making a 5-minute speech.
The speech would be daunting enough for any debutante, but for these ladettes, it's a truly terrifying prospect, especially for Nicole.
Just the thought of going upstage and having that microphone and people looking at me is just really, really nerve-wracking.
Nicole doesn't usually have any nerves, especially on a Saturday night out. But the 18-year-old rebel from Romford is embracing the finishing school wholeheartedly.
You look lovely!
Apart from some early indiscretions,
The fiasco with those underpants.
she's done well, rediscovering her love of horses and starting to cast off the anger she's been carrying through her life.
This is my gorgeous brother Dean. The anger stems from grieving and death. 2 brothers of mine passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And at 9 years old, I had a lot of growing up to do in a short space of time.
Eggleston Hall has certainly left its mark.
I've grown up more in 4 weeks than I have done in the last 2 years. And I think about what I say now, and I think, oh no, actually I can't say it like that because that will come across aggressive.
With the graduation ceremony drawing ever nearer, there's no rest for these ladettes.
Got to be quite fit to be a flower arranger.
The next mountain to climb is Mrs. Harbord's flower test, where the girls must each make an arrangement for the graduation ceremony. And Holly is already struggling with the names of certain flowers.
What does it start with? I might get it.
L.
Lilies. No, I'm joking. Lithuanias.
Lupin. I'm not quite sure whether Holly has had a boyfriend in Lithuania, but it certainly did figure very strongly in her mind.
While the girls now endeavour to make the arrangement as the final part of their test, Mrs. Harbord invites each of them to her study.
Come in.
For one last review of their time at the hall.
This is such a different Nicole sitting in front of me.
It's mad, the whole process of my thinking has changed. It's unbelievable.
We've got the pleasure of seeing the old Nicole coming back.
Yes.
And that for us is far more pleasing than anything else we could possibly achieve, really.
I don't like it. I don't think it's supposed to look like that. Just keep going and adding to it. Why don't you put that there?
For Louise, her career as a glamour model is still preying on Mrs. Harbord's mind.
If you must be in front of the camera, I personally would dearly, dearly love you to have some clothes on when you are.
Yes.
That is my dearest wish for you.
Even if I was to continue the modelling, it doesn't last forever, and I've realised that I do have to get some qualifications.
This needs to go back to its owner.
Let's close that.
That's a start.
Oh, I don't know what to put where. We're supposed to cover up the green things as well, weren't we? Fuck! Holly, you're swearing, young lady.
Mrs. Frager and I were very worried about you. You gave us more worry than any of the other students.
When I first arrived.
Continuing right through until today. But we've enjoyed meeting you and learning with you. We've come a long way with you as well, Holly.
Yes, I know. Looks like a pro's done that, not being big-headed, but, you know, if I walked in a shop, I thought, fucking hell, someone's done a good job. That's really good. I might be a florist when I grow up. When I grow up? You're nearly 22, Holly. How much you need to grow up? When I'm 40.
Holly's career aspirations will first have to wait for the verdict from Mrs. Harbord.
Shall we have listen to
Her use of her flowers, things like that, there are good points to it. This triangular shape, there are all sorts of technical points about it. Okay. How she's used her 3 anthuriums at the top is extremely good. Whereas with this one, you can see that that yellow gladioli is taking your eye right out of the picture.
Yes.
With the appraisal done, it's time for the marks.
I wasn't looking forward to coming in because you always think the worst of your students. But I really am thrilled, so well done. So we've got Holly with 6, Nicole with 7, and Louise with 8.
Well done. See you
Thank
later.
you.
Bye-bye.
Look, I'm last in everything. I'm like, plays like Louise won or whatever, but it just fucks me off because I don't think I'm good at anything. I know it's only fucking flowers, but I never seem to do anything fucking right. Even when I do try. Pisses me off.
I actually enjoy it, so I'm quite happy for myself. No one else is happy for me, though.
Oh, I'm happy for you, I said that. Of course we're happy for you.
No, they're not.
Yes, we are, because I said that. Yes.
And I'm not talking to you anyway, am I? Am I talking to you?
Why do you always get so rude and aggressive? Why do you always get so rude?
I'm getting rude and aggressive. I'm just saying no one's...
Because I said to you, well done for winning when you was over there.
Yeah, I know, and I'm not talking to you. I was actually pointing it at Nicole.
Oh, well, so... She's crying, Louise. I just said... I don't
Hold on, you know when we're in dance class? Hold on, no, you know when we're in dance class? Not once can I remember them going, well done. It's like they're always just cheering each other on. Maybe it's because they're from the same place and because they've been here from the start. They want each other to do better more than they want me to do better. But it just doesn't feel nice for me.
She said that we weren't happy for her, but I said to her, I turned around and said, well done, Louise. So I don't know what she's on about. She just sometimes get too fiery, like over silly little things.
It's clear that the girls are struggling to hide their desire to win. And as they get dressed for their final session of riding, that desire is going to be tested once again. 3 stalwarts of the side saddle world are here to judge their performances, including the chairman of the Side Saddle Association, Shirley Altram.
In the test that the girls are going to perform this morning for us, it's a matter of looking at their elegance, their poise, and their ladylike attitude to sitting on horses, riding side saddle.
I'm going to rob a bank.
Kate Henderson regularly competes around the country.
You have to have the correct attire on, you have to be neat and tidy. There are numerous rules, all in the handbook, that must be followed.
It's soon time for the test itself, and there are some surprise guests in the corner.
I'm so looking forward to this, I tell you. I can't wait.
Each girl is required to perform 2 circuits of the course in different directions. A tall order for Louise, who's only had 2 lessons in her life.
What a transformation. Doesn't she look absolutely wonderful?
But the judges, including instructor Sarah Sherwin, are looking at every detail.
She was a little bit stiff, and her hands were a little bit too wide.
Next up is Holly on her horse Bradley, and it seems that for once the horse is more nervous than its rider.
Keep looking straight, keep looking straight. Good girl.
Don't worry.
Nearly.
He's been desperate for it.
Oh, Rosemary.
Oh, well, we've had it all now.
You're nearly there.
Off you go, off you go.
Bradley spends the rest of the routine on his best behaviour, but Holly is somewhat scarred by the experience.
I knew he was going to cock up in there somehow. He's quite lazy. You've got to really get him going. But trusted to be right in front of judges and piss right in front of the judges, and I was a bit embarrassed.
She showed a lot of composure, I thought.
Because she could have panicked, and she didn't.
Oh, yeah.
She didn't
No,
panic
I
at all.
thought
I've never had that experience before.
No.
It is quite daunting, isn't it? Yeah.
Nicole used to ride as a teenager, but sold her horse to fund her Ladette lifestyle, and has regretted it ever since. After coming to Eggleston Hall, she's rediscovered her passion for the sport.
She's looking incredibly elegant at the moment. I think that's lovely to watch.
It's a strong display, but because of her experience, the judges need to see if she can perform at a higher level.
Nicole, if you feel safe and secure, have a canter. Okay?
She was soft and she was supple and she looked really pretty. I thought she did remarkably well.
The results exceed everyone's expectations.
Never in my life have I seen after 3 lessons anybody managing to ride as beautifully as all of you, and you really look absolutely fabulous.
All the girls receive a Side Saddle Association rosette for their efforts, but for Nicole, there's a unique reward.
I would like to give a special rosette for Nicole with an opportunity to compete at the Side Saddle Championships on my horse at Addington. Well done.
Oh, thank you. I need to cry. Thank you so much.
It's an honour beyond Nicole's wildest dreams.
I don't know what to say, I'm just speechless, just feel so emotional and everything about it. So, but no, I'm really, really, really happy about it. My mum will be probably crying more than me, and because she liked it, me being in horses, because my mum and dad struggled to pay for it when I was younger, but done it to keep me on the straight and narrow and off the streets. But I betrayed them and sold my pony for drugs and drink, and to get it back, it's just amazing. It's really good.
The riding has been a triumph for all the girls, but there'll be no time to rest on their laurels. The next morning starts bright and early with Mrs. Schrager's cake test.
This is what you're going to have to make.
The girls will be competing to make the best religious monté, a monument of gingerbread, profiteroles and icing.
This is the hardest cake that has ever been done at Eggleston Hall, because technically you've got to be so precise. I'm hoping that Holly has the staying power for that concentration, because she tends to sort of lose it after a while.
Cake making was one of the cornerstones of the culinary arts for a lady at a 1950s finishing school.
Bloody shaking and everything.
And it's going to take all the girls' concentration to pull off this test of precision and timing.
It's a lot harder than it looks.
We've been here all day and we still ain't finished. It seems like it's never ending. Oh, my icing's breaking. Mine definitely looks homemade.
At last, the finishing touches are made to the cakes, and the girls put on their uniforms to await Mrs. Schrager's judgment.
Right! I cannot believe you girls came here 5 weeks ago not being able to do poached eggs or anything, and you've ended up doing a religious monté, which actually is an incredibly skilled job. First of all, Holly, your icing is superb. A professional could have done that. Really, they are very, very good indeed. Excellent. Louise, a pink frost. You've got it straight. And also, I think your top there is amazing. Nicole, hearts and kisses. Well, you've done incredibly well. Slightly lopsided, I'm afraid.
And the surprise result is revealed.
Nicole, you've got 7.
Thank you.
Louise, you've got 8. Holly, you've got 9.
Fabulous.
Yes. So pretty.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well done, girls. See you later.
It's victory at last for Holly.
That was a turn out for the book, me bloody winning. Oh, she took cooking all along, wasn't I? All of a sudden I've got 9 out of 10 over it. No, I'm quite pleased with it, because I'm normally like in that kitchen. Oh, I can never do it.
It's the evening before the lavish graduation ceremony at Eggleston Hall, and the 3 remaining ladettes join some of the teachers for the traditional Last Supper. The girls reflect on what they'll be taking away from their time at finishing school.
I didn't have an education from the age of 14, so having the opportunity to learn again has been a big deal for me.
I know now I can have 1 or 2 and still be myself and enjoy myself without falling everywhere and making a plonker of myself, I suppose.
Over at the local pub, a certain bevy of ladettes has already arrived at the ceremony. And a few old habits are creeping in.
I know I was called It's something rather strange.
This is hardcore. Who called it
Nima.
This is hardcore.
I've been called quite a few things in my time, but not hardcore.
Nima! Stick the neck! Stick the neck!
But surprisingly, even these ladettes can now remain sober enough to ponder their time at the hall, especially Amber.
If it wasn't for them, I'd be absolutely pissed out of my head now, not giving a
But
shit
you're better
about
with your
my
mum
family
and
and
that's-
stuff.
you're better with your
And
mum,
now
that's-
it's like, and now I have respect for like all the people around me and that, and it's put focus in my life. And I was only there 2 weeks.
At dinner, Mrs. Harbutt's growing concerns about Louise's glamour modelling have come to the fore.
It's not like I'm selling my body. I know it is, in a way. But
not.
But do you really need to do that anymore? That's the big question.
Well, I don't know what's going to happen when I leave here. I think I need a lot of thinking about it.
Your intentions are there. That's the problem. We both have big shelves now.
When did you have yours done?
It took me about 30 years.
Right.
The evening ends with a celebratory toast.
Thank
you. To your success.
To your success.
Definitely.
Morning comes, and the girls find themselves at the climax of their time at Eggleston Hall, the graduation ceremony. Just like the debutantes of the 1950s, each girl must execute 3 tasks with meticulous precision: a staircase walk, a greeting with members of the aristocracy, and a waltz. And on top of that, they have to perform their nerve-wracking speeches, after which a winner will be announced. But first, the painstaking process of transforming into a lady must begin.
This morning I felt all sick, I got all funny feelings in my stomach, and that doesn't normally happen to me. I don't really get nervous over anything, so it was quite strange, all these weird feelings inside of me.
I love all this pampering, so at the moment I'm just enjoying it and not trying to think about it too much. It's really good, I feel like a real lady.
Can't wait for my mum and dad to see me though. They're going to be well shocked. I don't think they're going to recognise me, to be honest.
Outside, the first guests begin to arrive, the girls' parents, who've been invited by the teachers for tea and cakes.
Hello. Nice to see you.
I think Louise enjoys doing a job, what she was doing. The money is irrelevant. I think she does enjoy doing
She just
that.
likes doing it.
It was only when we were at the stables that she told me that she'd sold the pony to fund drink.
Yeah, she did.
Well, it's a price that she's taken on board.
Out of all the class, she cannot cook, that girl. But she's got so much out of this. She cannot believe that she has succeeded in this.
Can't believe that she's won.
It's a remarkable feat. And it's beautiful, absolutely stunning.
With 45 minutes to go before the ceremony begins, Holly and Nicole are being dressed. But Louise is struggling to let go of her inner ladette.
If I give you a dark orange face, the
I don't want
contrast-
dark orange, I just want darker than my skin colour now.
I know, but it'll look fake.
Okay,
And that's the
well,
whole
you can
thing,
just do
isn't
what
it?
you want and I'll see how I feel.
As the transition takes place, Louise is becoming less and less convinced by her appearance.
I just feel like I don't want to walk out looking like this. My hair's just massive. It looks like I've stuck my thumb in my mouth and blew my head up. I look like an alien. I look like an old woman.
Outside, some familiar faces are starting to arrive, and the bachelors seem to have one girl on their minds.
I'd go for Louise.
Louise.
Louise has got to win.
You're going to put your money on Louise. Well, I'm going to put my. I'll tell you. I'm going to put my money on Nicole.
Well, neither of us have money, so how about a
The former students have their own opinions on the possible winner.
If I had to vote and you put a gun to my head and said vote, I would vote for Nicole.
I'm probably voting for Holly.
I want Nicole to win because Nicole's a really, really nice person and she's been through quite a lot.
For etiquette teacher Liz Brewer, it's too close to call.
You cannot put a feather between them. You really can't. It's quite extraordinary. You are not going to believe these three now.
The guests now begin to take their seats for the ceremony. Louise has gathered herself at last and is ready for the staircase walk in front of the teachers, while the judging aristocracy wait in the hall. The moment of truth has arrived.
Oh, you look beautiful.
Lovely. Wonderful. Well done. Good luck.
Thank you.
Louise now approaches the aristocracy for an appraisal of her poise and conversation, and is greeted by Baronet Sir John King.
How do you do, John King? It doesn't seem a very long walk.
Yes.
You did do pretty well.
And Lady Colin Campbell.
How'd you do?
Well, Nadia, you're lovely looking.
Oh, thank you.
Now, what do you think the essence of a true lady is?
Most of all, probably respecting yourself, respecting others, behaving.
That sounds suspiciously personal.
Louise has certainly turned heads and impressed millionaire Richard Howell.
Thanks.
It's Liverpool accent.
Is it?
It's a lovely accent.
Isn't it?
I could listen to her all night.
Yeah.
She is a rare beauty. I actually think she's fabulous breeding stock. I would be delighted to have her have a child with one of my children. Oh, you look lovely.
You look sensational.
So elegant.
For Holly, it's a nerve-wracking walk, and she's on the receiving end of a probing question from Lady Apsley.
May I ask, out of all that you've learnt, what is the one ladylike quality that you would like to take away with you and carry on in your life?
The way I speak, the way I pronounce my words better now, as before I didn't.
It's a marked improvement.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Bye.
She looks lovely.
Absolutely, yes.
She looks lovely.
Very self-possessed.
I like the fact that I saw Holly.
Last down the stairs is Nicole.
Oh, stunning.
Nicole Hart, how'd you do?
How do you do? My dear, I love your hair. It's very Sisi of Austria.
Oh, thank you.
Do you know?
No.
So tell me, what is the most ladylike quality that you feel that you're going to take away from Eggleston Hall?
Respect. I've learned to respect myself again and people.
Well, Nicole, I have to say that I think you have gone from a chrysalis into a lovely butterfly. Well done,
thank
you.
you.
Okay.
See you later.
Well done.
Good luck.
I am astounded by Nicole. I was really surprised by Holly, but Nicole she has really hugely impressed.
Something modest about her demeanour, which I thought was rather attractive.
A really great little English girl. There you are.
With this hurdle cleared, the girls must now head outside into the public gaze of their friends and family. Firstly, to dance with the bachelor of their choice. For Holly, the moment for the waltz is finally here.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are invited to receive Miss Holly Clements.
With the dancing complete, it's time for the last and most challenging of all the tests, the speeches.
When I came into Eggleston Hall, ladies and gentlemen, I was tricky dicky, loud and leery, and thought I didn't have a care in the world. I would like to say thank you to my mum and dad for supporting me through the good and bad times. You both mean the world to me. Sorry, Mum. You both mean the world to me. I love you so much, and now I want to be there for you as much as you are there for me. Mum, I'm going to help you around the house more because I want to stand on my own 2 feet and help you out as much as I can. And Dad, yes, I'm going to get a job and pay rent.
The speeches turn out to be more emotional than expected.
My parents are here today, and I have never seen them looking so proud. Sorry. I'm sorry it's taken me this long. See the shades? I'm sorry it's taken this long for me to become a lady. Thank you so much for standing by me through everything, even when I chose to pursue my glamour modelling career, which couldn't have been easy for you. Mum and Dad, I love you. I'm a divvy, aren't I?
One of the most profound insights I've had at Eggleston Hall is the reawakening of my love for horses. Sadly, I betrayed my parents by selling my pony aged 15 to fund my binge drinking and drug taking. I also realised how hard it must have been for my family watching me change into an unrecognisable, uncontrollable young ladette. So Mum, Dad, Joe and Stephen, I'm so sorry for what I put you through, and I can now make you proud of me. I also feel my late brothers would be so happy to see the change in me. Eggleston Hall, thank you so much. I've regained my confidence, determination and the will to do well in life.
The Ladettes of Eggleston Hall have now finished their part of the graduation ceremony.
Honestly, I was so impressed with your speech. That was absolutely excellent. Yeah, you did so very well.
And for the first time in 5 weeks, they can relax with their families, knowing there's nothing more they can do.
That's a very lovely cake. Yeah, it's a very lovely cake.
But the hour has now come for the teachers to withdraw for the last time and make their final choice.
We've got to be firm and sensible.
Shall we start with Nicole?
Right.
For Nicole, the path from ladette to lady has been a challenging one.
Your sparkle has gone.
Would you like to stay here, please?
But will her renewed sense of purpose be enough to win over the teachers?
To get it back, it's just amazing. It's really good.
The journey has been enormous. She's been rebelling like mad. She also lost her personality halfway through.
But I think Nicole has totally embraced trying to become a lady.
But I also think the others have done well, too.
They've all changed.
So, yes, exactly.
They have all changed. If you had to pick between, say, Louise and Holly, what would you do?
Louise found it tough as a late arrival.
I'm gonna be like, I'm not gonna get into it, I'm not gonna fit in, I can't be bothered.
She's still come a very long way since last year.
Well played! Bravo!
But for Mrs. Harbord, there is one overriding issue.
This will rear its head with me all the time, with her living being made out of taking her clothing off.
And that is something I find a big problem as well.
And
however, I understand that she wants to change that. And I'm also impressed in the fact that she has got this sense of achievement, which is sort of shining out of her.
She's taken it seriously, and that's what I love about Louise.
Holly has been amazing today.
Absolutely.
Holly has sailed close to the wind during her time at the hall.
Wednesday night was an absolutely shocking affair.
But she survived against all the odds and even won the cookery test.
All of a sudden I've got 9 out of 10 over here.
Proving herself to be someone of determination and character.
Cheers. Cheers to you.
I thought she presented herself very well. I think she's come a huge way.
I really must say, you know, that little Holly with those naughty things she does.
She is, yes.
She really is a monkey.
Yeah,
Also, I
she
love her
is.
sense of humour.
With time of the essence, the ladies get to the matter at hand.
Now we've got the task of finding the winner, and that is going to be mighty difficult.
After a further half an hour of deliberation, they reach their judgment. It falls to Principal Jill Harbord to announce the verdict.
Ladies and gentlemen, all 3 girls, in different ways, have shown remarkable willing to undergo what is a very difficult journey. It is now time to reveal the name of the girl who, we believe, made the most complete journey from Ladette to Lady. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this year is Nicole.
I'd just like to say thank you to everyone who's participated in making me the lady that I am today. And thank you for my family for putting up with me through my Ladette days. But now I'm renewed and improved, and the old Nicole. So it will all be onwards and upwards from here. But thank you so much.
Well done, you deserve it. You've done so well. Okay, I can't believe it. She's in shock.
But Nicole is not the only winner. All 3 finalists received their diplomas for what they've achieved at Eggleston Hall.
Thank you, Mrs. Hopper.
Holly, this is to say that you are a lady from Eggleston Hall.
I won't let you down, I promise. Thank you so much.
Good girl.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well deserved.
I finally got it, so.
You got it. You've been amazing, and you've done so well. We're going to miss you. Seriously. Nicole.
Oh, thank you so much.
You've had an amazing time. I just can't believe it. You deserve everything you've got.
This is a new part of your life. Take it, grab it with everything you've got, and go for it.
To be crowned the lady, it's just an amazing feeling, and I've got a lifetime to live now and such a good life ahead of me that I'm just so happy, and I haven't been this happy in such a long time, and I just can't stop smiling because of how happy I am.